Good morning, my dear students. Today, once again, Shalini Bhatia, is here to explain verbs and its two kinds, transitive and intransitive. Students, what is verb? A verb is a kind of word that tells about an action or a state. It is the main part of a sentence. Every sentence has a verb. In English, verbs are the only kind of words that changes to show past or present tense. Every language in the world has verbs, but they are not always used in the same ways. So, what is the definition of verb? A verb is a word or a combination of words that indicates action or a state of being or condition. A verb is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. Verbs are the hearts of English sentences. Example: Jacob walks in the morning. Walks is the verb, a usual action. Mike is going to school. Going is a verb, a condition of action. Albert does not like to walk. Does not like, a negative action. Anna is a good girl. Is, a state of being. Verbs are related to a lot of other factors like the subject, person, number, tense, mood, voices, etc. Although in English grammar we have variety of verbs and their uses, but today we are going to study about transitive and intransitive verbs. Students often get confused with these verbs. First, let us take transitive verb. A transitive verb is one that is used with an object, a noun, phrase or pronoun that refers to the person or things that is affected by the action. To understand transitive verbs, let us first take some examples. The first sentence, the man killed. Second sentence, the hunter shot. And the third sentence is, the boy killed. Well, students, are not these sentences appearing to be incomplete? We need to add some meaning to them to make them complete and more meaningful sentences. So let us say, the man killed a mosquito. The hunter shot a tiger. Well, students, hunting tiger is not good, so don't do that. And the third sentence is, the boy called his mother. Okay, we have the sentences here now. The first sentence is, the man killed a mosquito. Second is, the hunter shot the tiger. And the last one is, the boy called his mother. Okay, we have added something to these sentences. And that changes have added meaning to it and made a complete and meaningful sentences. Now let's take a look at the first sentence once again. The man killed a mosquito. What is the verb in this sentence? It is killed. Then what is the subject? Now to find out the subject of the verb, we have to ask the question, who? So who killed the mosquito? The man killed the mosquito. So the man becomes a subject. And what is the object? To identify an object of a verb, we have to ask the question, what or whom? So let's ask the question, whom? Whom did the man killed? We get an answer, mosquito. And that's how the mosquito becomes an object of the verb. Let's recap. Subject is the doer of an action and object is the receiver of the action. So mosquito here is the receiver of the action of killed. Now let's take the second example. The hunter shot the tiger. Shot is a verb here. Who killed the tiger? The hunter is giving an answer to it. So It is the subject. And to whom did the hunter killed? Tiger is the answer of whom. So tiger is the object because it is the receiver of the verb killed. What are these verbs? Killed, shot and called. These verbs are transitive verbs. And why are these transitive verbs? Because they need an object to add meaning to them. So here, if you remember initially, we had incomplete sentences. But by adding these objects, we have added meaning to these sentences. And the verbs which need an object to add meaning to the sentences, these verbs are called transitive verbs. Following are some more examples of transitive verbs. She left the keys. Please buy me a dog. My father took me to the movie for my birthday. So students, I hope transitive verbs are now very clear to you all. Now let us move to intransitive verbs. Let us once again take some more examples to understand this. The boy sat under a tree. Okay? Who sat under a tree? The boy is the subject. Sat is a verb. Does it mean that under a tree is an object? So the boy sat what? The boy sat whom? We are not getting an answer to these questions. That is what or whom, and therefore under is not an object. It's simply a preposition. So don't get confused here. Just remember thumb rule, which is to find the object in a sentence, we have to ask the question what or whom. Therefore, in this sentence, under a tree is not an object. It's simply a prepositional phrase. So, now we know what transitive verbs are. They are the verbs that needs an object. And what are intransitive verbs? To understand intransitive verbs, let us take some examples. The first example is fire burns. Okay, fire burns and that does make sense. Second example is the sun shines. It is also okay. And the third one is the birds fly. Okay, that's true. The birds always fly. So these sentences here, or let me say these verbs here, burns, shines and fly, they do not need anything else to add meaning to them. They are independent. But you know what, I am just in mood of adding some words to these sentences. So let us add them. Fire burns brightly. The sun shines in the sky. And the last one, the birds fly very high. Let us now once again read these sentences. The fire burns brightly. The verb here is burn. We have added brightly. Is brightly an object? I told you that to find out the object of the verb, we need to ask question what or whom. So let us do that. The fire burns what? The fire burns whom? Still no answer we are getting. That means brightly here is not an object. It's simply an adverb. Now second sentence, the sun shines in the sky. Let's once again ask the question. The sun shines what? No answer. The sun shines whom? Still no answer. Therefore, in the sky is not an object but simply a prepositional phrase. So what are intransitive verbs? Verbs that do not need an object to complete its meaning, they are intransitive verbs. They are independent. They do not require the support of an object. Okay? Let's recap. To find out the transitive verb, we simply have to ask the question what or whom. If we get the answer to them, that means the verb has an object and that is transitive verb. Whereas in the case of intransitive verb, just remember one thing. Their verb do not require any object. They are independent verbs. So in the end, students, I hope today transitive and intransitive verbs must be thoroughly clear to you. It's time to say goodbye now. Meet you soon with another topic. Till then, take care. Have a good day. Bye-bye.